Hi there, my name is Latrina, and yesterday you spoke with my son Chris, who offered to send you a free custom video to show you some things you can do to improve your business's online presence. This is the custom video we made for you. There's no selling in the video. We are a small business ourselves, and this is our way of giving back to the community. We do believe strongly that givers gain. So we make these custom videos with the hope of bringing value and service to our community. Your feedback is important to us, however, so please let us know afterwards whether it was helpful or not, just so that we can continue to make these videos in a way that is useful. So what I'm going to cover in your video is content, backlinks, and citations, and why these are important website elements for you. We'll go over your company's online presence, and I'll make recommendations for improvement if I see any. So content is anything on your website. It's the words, the images, and the media such as videos. You want to have at least 1,500 words on your homepage and at least 500 on your back pages. This allows the Google bots sufficient information to gather from your website. If you don't have enough content, the Google bots will not search your website and spend much time there. Citations are listings and directories, and these are your business name, address, and phone number listings. You want to have as many of these as possible throughout the internet and more than your competition. And again, this is going to help you to validate your business with Google. It just increases your trust rating with Google. And then backlinks similarly help you to rank. Backlinks are placement of your website onto other websites. For example, if you have Facebook, Yelp, LinkedIn, Yellow Pages, any of these are backlinks that are helping to drive traffic to your website. The more backlinks you have, the more popular your website becomes. And as a result, Google will consider your business validated. They really favor businesses that have many backlinks, and not only just backlinks, but you want to make sure they're relevant backlinks that actually relate to home improvement. For example, you wouldn't have like a restaurant backlink or a backlink to a massage therapist or anything like that. It just needs to be relevant to your line of work. So let's take a look in Google. When I search right now, home improvement, Randallstown, Maryland, what we are presented with are ads at the first top of the page. This is pretty standard for Google. These are paid advertisements, and I'm going to point out two things about this information that you see here. First, a lot of people have ad blockers, so they won't see these ads. And then the other thing is you'll notice there are ads for Home Advisor, Thumbtack, and a few other ones. But these services like Home Advisor and Thumbtack, House, Nextdoor, any of these, they are charging businesses for every lead that they get. And I have a price list for all of the different service areas. And it's interesting because they charge all of the businesses for that lead, but they share that same lead with 4 other businesses. So 5 businesses are paying for that lead, even though only one of them will land it. So it's something to just be aware of. The prime real estate area here is called the Map Pack. And this is where most of the traffic is taking place in Google. A lot of people click, they find a business here, and they click and go to their website. One thing I'm going to point out, though, is you'll notice like Amazing Home Remodeling is here. They have no website. Same thing for Galaviz Construction Home Improvements. They have no website. General Contractor, Roofing Contractor. These 2 businesses right here are considered in my eyes to be low-hanging fruit, meaning it would be easy for you to bump them out of their placement right here in the Map Pack, okay? Just based off of the information I've given you so far, where you add content, backlinks, and citations to your website. So we're going to look at your website in just a moment, but I just want to point out some other things. Even if you're not in the Map Pack, you at least want to be on the first couple of pages of Google, because that's where most people are clicking and finding the services that they want. They don't necessarily go to the pages further off. As you know, we are impatient sometimes and we want services right now. So usually those decisions are made on the first couple of pages, okay? So let's go over to your website. So first of all, your website is very pleasing to look at. I like the color scheme. I like how it's laid out. What I did notice is, and this is something I suggest to most businesses, is at the top of your page, if you can, make room for a contact form. Very short and sweet contact form, doesn't have to take up much space, but this will allow you to, on the spot, collect the name, phone number, email address of someone who's interested in your services, right? Because sometimes you miss calls. I know you're out in the field probably, or your staff are out in the field, or your lines might get a little busy sometimes. This will allow you still not to miss out on people who are interested in your services. Okay, so definitely get that on there. I always like to recommend the first top of the page so that it's something that they see right away and can fill out right away. The other thing is I noticed that you're lacking some content. You definitely don't have 1,500 words on the homepage. Get more content on here. As I mentioned, it's important to have a lot of content, and that's going to help you to outrank your competition immediately, because most people don't have enough content on their pages. But it's what Google looks for. When they come to a website that is well organized, has a lot of content, they consider that to be um, um, worthy of their attention. So they'll spend more time on your page. They'll come to your page more regularly. And when I say they, I mean Google bots. So when they're crawling website pages, they'll crawl your page more often. They'll become familiar with your business. And as a result, you'll be you'll be a search result more frequently than your competition. Okay. So it's definitely worth the effort to add the additional content to your page. The other thing is when you are saving your images, be sure to save them with something a little more specific. So right here, you named it like roofing. Be sure to save your images in a way that describes your services. I always suggest save them the way keywords are typed into the Google search. And that's because it gives you an extra edge over your competition. It adds that much more opportunity for you to brag and to showcase the services. Google is not only crawling your content as far as text, but they're crawling your images as well. And when you name them with file names that are relevant to the keywords, such as roofing, Randallstown, Maryland, bathroom remodeling, Randallstown, Maryland, any city that you cover, you're going to want to have a keyword for that, because that's going to help you when it matches word for word for Google. Guess what? You're going to show up as a search result. So that's definitely something you're going to want to do. Okay. But definitely add some more content to your web page so that you can be better ranked with Google. Right now, this is how you're ranking. You have a 0 ranking out of 100. This is a popularity ranking with Google. But the more important thing that I'm noticing is you have no keywords that you're ranking for. In other words, Google doesn't know who you are. They don't know what you do. So you definitely want to get those keywords on there. And the whole reason that you want to have at least 1,500 words on your home page and 500 on your back pages is it gives you an opportunity to throw those keywords strategically throughout your web page. Okay. And when you do that and Google is searching, then they say, hey, they're specializing in roofing. They're specializing in bathroom remodeling, fencing, decking, siding, and gutters. And as a result, those keywords would be ones that you are ranking for. Okay. You also want to grab some backlinks. You only have 22 right now. Currently, that's very low. That's extremely low. Same thing for your referring domains. You need to get those up because right now you're not really ranking in that area. All right, this is getting a little long, so I'm going to end this here, but I do like your website. It just has, you have opportunity to improve it so that you can start boosting your business. Okay, I'm certainly, I wouldn't promise that overnight you'll be like the top ranking, but given the fact that your competitors right now don't have websites linked to their Google accounts, you have a very strong chance of getting placed in here if you do the things that I've mentioned so far, particularly with adding content and getting those keywords throughout your website. All right, I'm going to end it here. I hope this has been helpful. Please shoot me some feedback. Let me know if you watched it. Let me know if it was helpful or not, good or bad, so that I can continue to improve these. In the meantime, have a good evening, and I wish MDA a very prosperous and successful future. Thank you. Bye-bye.